So this is the Airblaster, and it's a great shell. It feels almost more than a shell. It looks like it would be smooth and light and thin, and it's not. It's thick. It's feels really durable. Like you could hit a tree with it, and maybe maybe you might not do well, but afterwards you'll be okay. And it's got like it's just a pullover, an anorak, and it's got this open area here. It's got a powder skirt with a pass pocket here, and it can zip away. I'd probably zip it away, but it's got a really good fit and feel for my specs. It feels like it fits around the shoulders well. It's probably, I would say, mid range. It's not super tight, but it's on the tighter side. This is a large, and it fits my specs, which you'll see down below, rather well. Not the best for getting a glove underneath, but still very doable, and likewise for getting a glove over, but it's still fine, and it's nothing to really fault the jacket for. It opens up this far, which is pretty good, and you've got another little pocket in here that can easily hold a decent sized cell phone. So you've got that going on. Now let's do one of the most challenging things, and this is not easy to get on and off with a helmet, but it's pretty tight here. It seems like it's meant to ride without wearing a helmet. That seems to be its best way to do it. It's just a little too tight. I'd love to see a little more helmet compatibility. That just seems to be, just to have a little more wider appeal. I think that would be a great call. But I can get a little turning, but it really stops right here, and that's a bit of a concern. But it's not necessarily a deal breaker, especially if you put a balaclava on or something like that, or a face mask. And you've got two pockets, and the Velcro, there's like smooth here, there's like a kind of like a fleece lined on the outside there, but this Velcro sometimes gets in the way, but at least you've got this fleece on the outside along with this kind of thickish material that really feels good. So, it doesn't have a ton of features, but it definitely has that going for it. It's got some pretty good pit zips, really long, and they open up all the way, and I can't tell you how much I love that, as opposed to most jackets these days have mesh pit zips, which just seem to never really work for me. So I like that. And all in all, I think it's a good jacket. I'm not sure if it's one I want to keep, or one that I just want to do this review for you to talk about fit and feel. But I love that it has 15K waterproofing, and I've always liked these jackets, and I'd love to test one for a season. I just wish there was a little more helmet compatibility, because I always wear a helmet, and otherwise I'm fine with it being a pullover. And I really love that it's a thick shell. It feels really warm for a shell. It's still not something you get to just be your standalone jacket with nothing. You just wear a t-shirt and this and go out snowboarding. If you run really warm, maybe you can do that. This still probably requires some layering, but it just feels like a thicker, stronger layer that can really do a good job protecting you from wind and the elements, and so that's what I like about this Airblaster. Stay wild. Oh, forgot to mention this big pocket across the top. It's really shallow, but and not really wide. It kind of gets in the way of these pockets here, but it's nice to have that third pocket. So you got a decent amount of pockets for an anorak or pullover, and it's a good fit all in all.